Today we're going to be talking about the law and regulation of these drones. Although many consider them to be just toys, they are in fact considered aircraft. And there are also a lot of different stories about what actually the rules and regulations are for them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out the laws for you in this video. What is a drone? Okay, so a drone is basically anything that flies without a pilot, and that can be considered anything from a little quadcopter like this one I've got here, right up to the large Reaper drones that the military use. Drones have lots of different names which they're referred to, such as unmanned air vehicle, UAV, unmanned air system, UAS, or remotely piloted air system, RPAS. For this video we'll be focusing on the more commercially available types, those from 20 kilograms and less. I should also like to say that this video is going to be dealing with UK law and regulation only, so laws for other countries may differ. Rules and regulations. The Civilian Aviation Authority is the governing body for drone pilots in the UK, and as such all pilots should be following the Air Navigation Order of 2016. Now I'll be honest, it's a very long and not very interesting document, so I've taken the liberty of assembling the important information for you in this video. First off is Order 94, which pertains to small unmanned aircraft. 1. Nothing is to be dropped from the aircraft, whether as a parachute or not, so as to endanger another person's or property. 2. You must ensure that the flight can be made safely. 3. You must have a straight line of sight with the aircraft at all times, so don't go flying behind trees or buildings. 4. If your drone weighs more than 7 kilograms, then there is more to consider. As such, you may not fly in Class A, C, D or E airspace without first gaining permission from the appropriate air traffic control. You must also not fly above a height of more than 400 feet unless flying in previously stated airspace with permission for that airspace. 5. Lastly, for this order you may not fly a drone for commercial use without permission from the Civil Aviation Authority. Order 95, which is about unmanned surveillance aircraft, so if your drone has a camera or recording device attached. You must be over 150 meters away from any congested areas and any congregation of more than 1,000 persons. You must also stay 150 meters away from any vehicle, structure or person that is not under control of the person in charge of the aircraft. And lastly, Order 241, probably one of the most important ones. A person must not recklessly or negligently cause or permit an aircraft to endanger any persons or property. So to round it off, remember to be safe when flying your drone, and remember to follow the drone code, which I will link down below. Keep flights below 400 feet unless you are 100% sure that you have permission to go higher. You've got the permission off the relevant air traffic control. Keep a direct line of sight with your aircraft at all times. You must have permission from the Civil Aviation Authority if you are doing commercial or paid work of any kind. When you're flying, remember it is your responsibility to ensure that you are doing so safely and within the law. So have fun and fly safe.